Welcome to the Kyero.com Spanish Property Podcast, where we interview real people who recently purchased a home in Spain. They tell us what worked, what didn't, and what they'd do differently next time. I'm Beth Davison, and today I'm speaking with Daniel, originally from Minster-on-Sea in Kent. He purchased a 3-bedroom duplex in Playa Flamenca, Alicante. Just wait until you hear about how straightforward his whole process was, and how he boldly bought the first property he viewed. Daniel worked with agent Inter Property Sales and Lettings to find his dream home in Spain. Check out the show notes at kyero.com/podcast to find links and resources mentioned in this episode. Well, if we get started, you can just let me know what you do for a living and the kind of property you bought.
I'm a company director for a civil engineering company, and we bought a 3-bedroom penthouse duplex.
Fantastic. And whereabouts was that?
In Playa Flamenca.
Awesome. So talk me through the kind of choices. When it all first started, why did you first decide to buy in Spain?
We've got friends that have already got a property out where with the same complex as we purchased. Obviously, we visited them a couple of times and loved the place. So
great. So how did it all start? Whose was the first idea? Who said, let's do this?
Mine.
And who was that to? Sorry, was it your partner?
Yeah, the wife, yeah.
Lovely. All right. And so how many properties did you view? How did you first start that process?
How many properties did we view? 1.
Really? Wow. And you just knew it was the right one?
Yeah. Online we was viewing loads, just viewing, and then come across that one and went and viewed it and said, yeah, this is the one for us, that's it.
How similar is it to your friend's place?
They've got a 1-bedroom penthouse apartment. Obviously, we've got the duplex, so it's over 2 floors, our one.
Okay.
I suppose it's not too... Ours is just bigger, I suppose.
Yeah. I just wondered if that made it easier to not go on too many viewings because it was similar.
Yeah, I mean, because we'd holidayed there about 3 times, so we already knew the complex, we knew it was safe, we knew the area, we knew what was around, we know where the beaches are, blah, 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 blah. And so, yeah, pretty much we knew we wanted to be on that complex. That was it.
Great. And how did it work with the agent? What was your agent like?
Nigel he was superb. From start to finish, he'd literally done everything. He was great. Which
probably also made it easier to not have to view things.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you don't know who to trust, do you, really? Because you hear so many horror stories, but he was great. He was really good.
And did you know what sort of budget you were thinking about using?
Roughly, yeah. We knew around about 100,000 euros.
And then Nigel was able to show you things kind of around that mark. Did he show you anything more expensive or less expensive?
Yeah, I mean, he had a list of properties to show us actually that day, but we, like I say, we viewed that one and I just said, this is the one. So don't worry about the others. We'll put an offer in now.
Fantastic. I love it. That's brave. Did that feel brave at the time to just go with your gut, go with the first one?
No, it felt right. Yeah, no, it just felt good. Yeah, it felt right. Yeah, it was good.
Perfect. And so I think I know the answer, but how easy or difficult did you find that whole process?
Very easy.
Was it different to what you expected going in?
I didn't know what to expect, to be fair. First time I bought a property, obviously, I didn't really know what to expect or what we had to do. But literally, Nigel just done it. It was either with me or, he'd done some bits on his own that he could take away from us, and I was just smooth. Within 6 weeks, it was ours.
Wow, and then how long before you were kind of moving in and doing it up or whatever?
We only used it as a holiday home, so it went through 6 weeks. Within 6 weeks, then we flew out for the kids' holidays and stayed there for 6 weeks.
Great stuff. So does that tend to be what you do? Do you match up with the kids' holidays in this country and go for longer stints, like 6 weeks? How does it normally work for you?
Basically, so next summer, the wife will be out there for 6 weeks with the kids, and I'll just go to and fro. So, yeah, basically it's a summer home.
That's so nice. But it's nice that you don't just use it for kind of 1 or 2 week holidays. You guys tend to go for longer amounts of time.
Yeah, no, that's it, yeah. That's right, yeah.
And what's it like for a family? Is it a good complex for that? Are there other kids there?
Oh, superb. Yeah, superb.
So the kids are going to make friends, right? And then be able to revisit them every holiday.
Well, yeah, at the minute they're 7 and 5, so they're obviously they're only young. But yeah, over time, I'm sure. I mean, they met some friends this year from Ireland, and they're going back next year, and obviously, again, build some relationships with people now.
Yeah, totally. I bet. So how did you find the whole process of buying with the kind of language barriers and different legal systems and things like that?
Easy. Javier, the solicitor, the lawyer, he was brilliant, spoke perfect English. Asim, who's from Bank Inter, again, spoke perfect English. Everything was done for email. Just everything clicked into place and it was done. It was perfect. Couldn't have gone any better.
Wow, fantastic. So I was going to ask you which bit you found the most challenging, but were there no challenges?
No, there wasn't any challenges at all. Nigel picked us up from the airport and took us back, gave us some keys. That was good. No hiccups at all. Nothing.
Incredible. So if you were going to give some advice to family or friends doing what you've just done, what advice would you give them?
See Nigel. That easy.
Great. Okay, fine. No, that's brilliant. Well, it's good to hear that you had such a great experience. What is your favourite part about owning a property in Spain?
The weather and golf for me.
So what kind of stuff do you do out there? What does a typical day look like for you?
Golf.
All day?
Beach, swimming pool. Oh, yeah. Golf, swimming pool, and go to the zoo. You know, got loads to do. And went down to the boulevard, restaurants. There's plenty of nice restaurants.
Yeah, lovely. So kind of drinking, eating, all the kind of Spanish things that you would expect.
Yeah, it's great. It's all good.
Do you feel like there's a lot of Spanish culture where you are, or is it more kind of touristy and holiday-y? How does it feel when you're there?
It's quite a bit of both, really. I'd say it's slightly leaning towards more English, but there's still some Spanish, a lot of Spanish actually around in the houses and within the complex. There's some Spanish, which is quite nice, obviously, because that's why you go to Spain for different culture. Yeah,
totally.
Yeah, no, it's a nice mix. There's a nice mix. It's just a lovely atmosphere out there.
Fantastic. And do you have many people to visit from the UK? Do you bring family over there or anything?
Yeah, we've had friends. We had loads of different friends come over throughout the 6 weeks.
That's nice. I bet they love it.
I do, yeah. It's great.
And do your friends who live on the same complex, are they still there?
Yes.
Oh, great. So there can be a whole crowd of you that go out.
Yeah, that's it. Like, last time there was a few of us, so no, it's all good. It's all good.
Fantastic. All right, Daniel. Well, thank you very much for chatting to me.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, Daniel. Bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening, and thanks to Daniel for sharing his experiences, and to Interproperty Sales and Lettings for their help to make this episode possible. I particularly like how Daniel was inspired by his friends and ended up buying a place on the very same complex. Also, how confident he must have been to have bought the very first place he was shown. If you liked what you heard, you can search this agent's properties and more on Kyero.com. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode. This podcast is produced by Kyero.com, and our mission is to connect you with estate agents and properties throughout Spain. Whether your dream home is a rustic farmhouse surrounded by olive groves or a lock-up and leave apartment on the seafront, you'll find everything you need at Kyero.com. If you've enjoyed this episode, we'd really appreciate your 5-star rating on iTunes. It helps us reach and connect more people with their dream home in Spain. And whenever you're ready, here are 4 ways we can help you. Ask a question by emailing podcasts@Kyero.com. We'll try and answer them all in an upcoming Q&A episode. Get a location guide by emailing podcasts@Kyero.com. We'll reply with the latest data and information on the areas you're interested in. Calculate your budget. Simply visit Kyero.com/budget. Enter 2 numbers and you're done. Be our guest. If you've already purchased your home in Spain, we would love for you to share your story on the podcast. Just email podcasts@Kyero.com and we'll take it from there. Tune in next week when I speak with Denise from Tyne and Weir about her purchase with husband Eddie. They purchased a 3-bedroom quad in Entre Naranjos, and wait until you hear about how much living in Spain has helped with Denise's asthma, and also how actually lowering their budget helped them find what they wanted. I'm Beth Davison, and you've been listening to the Kyero.com Spanish Property Podcast. I'll see you next week.